Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to be sharing today's video with you as we are doing the February plan with me. As you know, I am on this journey of self-love, self-discovery, and what better way to celebrate the Valentine's Day month by loving yourself. So I've really made this a pink lovey-dovey theme, but with empowering quotes and a lot of self-love. There is a ton of trackers and dedication to just really do well and amazing this month, and we will dive right into it. Okay friends, and just like that, we are starting the second month of 2020. So I am lighting my candle here, of course, and getting going on this month's spread. Now I've actually been looking forward to this spread for quite some time because I really wanted to, of course, celebrate self-love. This is the month of love, I know, often with a partner. However, you don't need to have a partner. I really wanted this to be a focus of myself to appreciate the journey that I'm on, and I'm gonna do that in different ways, as you will see throughout this spread. Now, I thought it was absolutely perfect to outline this with a beautiful bodice at any size, because honestly, friends, it doesn't matter what size you are, you should be able to find something that you think is absolutely beautiful and love about yourself. So often we focus on that final destination and getting to where we want to be. And honestly, half of the time when we get there, it's not what we thought it was going to be, but we forget to live our life in the journey of getting there and realize how much time has passed. If I constantly lived in, I want to be skinny and always focusing on getting there, honestly guys, I would not be happy. So I just love how this came together, and I think it is a really beautiful reminder. This is just a quick cover page for me to see a high overview of the month. I love going back to this just to really figuring out what happens on what days. It's very simple. I am a girl who loves the monthly outlines, just to think about where am I in the month, what's coming up, because I am very date oriented at times. This month I did just leave it super simple, and I'm going to be focusing on the colors black, gray, and pink. Now here I am adding some washi tape, as I always do, just to outline the beginning of the month. It makes it super simple when I need to go back and look at what's going on, or I want to have an overview of a month, that I can quickly find it based off the washi tape that I used. And here I am doing my monthly spread. This has been so helpful for me lately as we are getting busier. My son is starting activities, hubby's going on work trips. So this is just a really nice overview to figure out what weeks are busy and when can I really add in some of my tasks to get stuff done around the house, or whatever it may be, some fun stuff as well. So this is just a really simple, nice outline. Normally I don't do boxes, so we'll see how it goes this month because I like them when they're connected, but I wanted to switch things up a little bit. So let me know what you guys think. Do you always stick to the same thing every month, or do you like to switch it up from time to time? And I, of course, always start my weeks on Mondays. It is just the first day of school, the day my husband goes to work. It just is really the day that I count as starting the week. Also, I think we always make Monday like a negative thing, where I actually view it as an empowering way to start the week, right? How are we starting off and setting the vibes for that upcoming week? And really, that is ultimately going to result in how your month was. So I think it's just a really important and nice vibe, but something to be mindful of if you are copying these spreads. And then I did want to have a little quote here as well. So when things change inside you, things change around you. Again, surround yourself with positive-minded people. That is one thing that I love about the bullet journal community. I feel like we're all so supportive and understanding that we are all creative in different ways. There are certain layouts and spreads some of us love, and others that we don't. But we support each other in that creativity and can definitely get inspired. So super simple. I love how that came together. Now, this is actually one of the pages I am really excited about to keep myself in a positive mindset on a daily basis. I wanted to do daily affirmations for myself every day. So here I am just outlining my different boxes so I can do so. And every day I want to write something about myself that I absolutely love, whether it's already happened or it is something that I want to have happen, and I will write it as though I already have it, because I think it is really important to focus on things as if you already have it. It really makes that goal attainable because your subconscious doesn't know whether you already have that goal or not. So it's really important to be in this mindset as if you do, and in my opinion, you will attract it into your life in the future. So just again, keeping things pretty simple this month. You'll see my weekly spreads. I'm not doing too much with them, which was honestly a little difficult for me because I wanted it to be more and felt like it was empty. But the beautiful thing is you can always add to it later on as well. So I am sure as I do a flip through at the end of the year, you will see it looks a bit different than how it even is here in the spread. But sometimes simplicity is just really key in focusing on the important things as well. It was also a little bit tough going from a all black and white spread to doing one in color again. Definitely haven't adjusted and getting into it, but I am excited with how it's coming together. And I actually think March is going to be super colorful, which I am really looking forward to. Here I do have a mood jar full of love hearts. I have really been enjoying these mood trackers just because it keeps me conscious of when I overreact to things. It doesn't happen as much anymore now that I've been doing keto, but I used to have intense PMS. Like the day before my period, I would always know that it was coming. However, not till after because it was so irregular. But my mood swings were so awful and I would just be mean. I mean, my husband is nice if he said I was mean because I know I was absolutely awful. But I have realized that my mood has been stabilized a lot more since doing keto. So it's just been really neat to see here on the tracker. Now, I have not done a standard habit tracker like this in quite some time. I mean, it's been years. I'll do 2 or 3 things, maybe 4 things throughout a month. But this one, I am biting off a bigger chunk. Now, I'm not adding in this many habits. They are already things that I am doing, but this is just to help me be consistent, really realize how often I do some of these things and encourage me to do it more. So I think it'll be really fun. I love that morning reflection time where I sit and think about what I did yesterday, or if throughout the day I'm kind of like, well, what should I do now? There might be something on my habit tracker to get completed, such as 15 minutes of cleaning. And I have just really been enjoying listening to audiobooks while doing some of these tasks, and it has actually kept me super motivated. Now, throughout this journey, I have adjusted my diet. I've done a little bit of workouts here and there. I've consistently been doing the step bet, and then I also did a month of PIO, which really only turned into 3 weeks. But besides that, I have not done a lot of exercising. I am a person who can definitely adjust their diet, but I am not big on getting active, and I didn't want to throw too much at myself with making this big lifestyle change, because then I know I would just quit because it gets overwhelming. But I am starting to realize that if I want to keep progressing, I am going to need to make some adjustments. So this month I am focusing on my core and doing some ab workouts consistently. And so these boxes are actually to increase the amount of crunches, leg lifts, and seconds in plank every day throughout the month. Now, I have not done a sleep log in a very long time, and I'm kind of excited to see how much sleep I actually get. Now, I need to find a way of charging my watch in between, and maybe it'll track it or just keeping an eye more on it. But I think it's just a conscious thought of, am I really getting the sleep that I need? Especially since becoming keto, because there are times where I stay up late, but I need my sleep, and I know that. I'm just not always good about it. And here we are moving into the weeklies. As you know, I always do different weekly spreads, and I actually just found out about the Alistair method, and I do want to try that out for at least 1 week in the next month. If any of you guys have already tried the Alistair method, please go ahead and comment below of maybe some takeaways or things to be mindful of, because I would love some tips on it. It seems not overwhelming, but just different than how I like to do my tasks, but I just really want to try it out because so far I've seen a lot of positivity around it. However, I love having the weekly spread like this. I did have a few days last week where I felt like I was running out of space for my tasks. And so I knew that you can do like the running log where you only do your task on the side and then you do your daily throughout, so you can make it as long as you need to. But I just love setting these up and making them so creative. I feel like some of that, for me, takes away the creativity. But hey, you gotta be open to things and give it a chance. So maybe in March, I will switch it up. And here I am just adding some washi tape as a pop of color. These are really pink and gold based. I loved how this turned out. I just love the different weekly spreads. As you guys know, it keeps me excited for the following week. How do I want to be creative with my tasks and outlining things? And I really think, as I said, in the upcoming month, I really want to switch things up on the weeklies, just to try out different things, because I am amazed at what people can do and how they use these bullet journals. So here I am just adding in my monthly. As you know, I absolutely love having this, but just really nice and simple. And then of course we are going to add the date and the day on here just so we know where we are in the week. I just really like how this came together. It's super creative. I always kind of add, as you see, the letters and then I add things to it. And I think that's part of the fun. I do a minimal outline on here. Sorry, I'm still laughing at the fact that I said do. But then I get creative. Sorry guys, I'm going off on tangents. So some of these are just super simple outline, and then my creativity really comes in as I sit down and record this for you guys. And sometimes I love how it turns out. Sometimes it's a little bit too simple and I'll add stuff later. And of course, here we go with a little quote of "You go girl," or boy, whoever you are. I would absolutely love to see if you do any of these creations. Know that I am also on Instagram, where you can follow my keto bullet journal journey under Sarah's Journey. So if you do create any of these, please tag me. I would love to see how you put these together or put your own spin on it, since I think this is just a really nice layout and I love seeing everybody's creativity. So let's do a final flip through here. I love how this came together and the colors. And I'm super excited for these trackers, a little bit intimidated, but I think in order to know where you want to go, you have to know where you currently are. So it's really a mix of both, of pushing myself, but also realizing where I am at. And I think it is going to be a beautiful month to move into. I hope you guys enjoyed this spread that I had put together. If you are new to the channel, I would love for you to join the family as we are discovering self-love, both through the mental side and physical side. So please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions about the spread I had created, feel free to leave it in the comments and I will make sure to get back to you. I will see you guys next Friday. Have an awesome week.